My name is Bess Jowsey. I work for, I represent LIC as pasture to profit consultant and do a lot of work with John here on the farm. So basically, welcome, and I'm going to start off by allowing you to introduce the farm business, John, introduce the farm team, the support network that you have, and we'll get stuck in.
Thank you, Bess. Welcome to Lower House Farm on the fabulous Fylde. I'll introduce my team. We've got Chris, put your hand up, main man. We've got Neve, second in command. Major contributors to the team. An introduction to the farm. Tenanted business. Arlo supplier on an Arlo care contract, grass-based system, paddock orientated. I took the business over when my brother wanted out of the business 8 years ago. That was the period when I realised that, as I put in the pamphlet, a business was far too complicated. We were busy fools, we were busy doing a lot of jobs. We didn't really have the focus. I knew things had to change. Joined the Trailgazers discussion group, gave me the focus on the value of grazed grass. So we're no longer output driven, we're very much profit and margin driven, and I'm up for the challenge of challenging myself and challenging the business to actually deliver for myself. And to deliver as a margin. So changed the business from rearing our own heifers, we contract rearing them out, the neighbouring farm does that for us. We've stopped owning China machinery, so everything's contracted out. We've split the herd from all year round calving into 2 blocks. I only fetch my replacements into the autumn block, but I will allow cows, because my fertility is not as good as I'd like, to run over once into my spring block, so I have an autumn and a spring calving herd. We graze as much as we can physically manage.
So previous to that, all year round calving, shifted to block calving. What came first, the grazing or the block calving?
The grazing and the realising that given where we're at on the Fylde, we can grow grass but we can't always utilise it. So I always had a boom bust situation where in the spring with a lot of grass, we didn't get out grazing soon enough. So the block calving was the mentality to utilise the grass, and then obviously once you start you realise that actually there is something in this and it's actually a good idea. The more you do, the more you realise that it works.
Just briefly, can you take us through the winter feeding system, how that's simplified?
Yeah, we back in the day where we were encouraged to try and produce more milk and have higher output animals, the solution was always grow another crop, so it was either grow maize and then grow wheat. We was always busy doing something, but now we just run grass, and we'll add, if we can buy it right, we'll put brewer's grains in or another moist feed, and that's all we feed in winter, plus parlour cake, and we get what we get.
And I'm assuming then the variation in production year to year comes down to, you know, what factors mostly?
Well, the factor for the yield this last year is that the margin in the milk wasn't as great as what it was the year before, so we haven't pushed the feed and we haven't pushed to try and produce the milk. So yeah, feed usage has dropped and our output's dropped, but I'm comfortable with that because we still maintain the margin. But if there was a better milk price year, we'd feed a bit more.
Okay.